Hi, today we're going to assemble this storage shed from Suncast with one extension kit. This is a BMS8100 when done. For the most part, we're going to be following the instruction manual as we assemble these floor pieces on a slab where an old rundown shed had been. So center it on your slab, or it could be pre-treated wood also, and screw the pieces together with JJ. Many JJ screws. Okay, those are all done. At this point you can anchor it to the base, but we chose to do it later. And the shed consists of side panels, the roof, a door, and some headers that I'm not showing right now. And the left front corner is where we start. It's going to go in the slot here, like that. Now it's going to slide that way. And then you have to engage the other two here. Next comes several section Fs. It's going to fit in the slots, all three, and then we're going to slide it. Watch your fingers. Okay, now we're going to use 4 bolts NN, working from roof to floor. If you're putting it up in a wind, you want to make sure you're holding this before. Put in those bolts. And this is the tool that came with the shed. Turn it till it clicks. So repeat that 3 times. We'll follow the instructions left front, all the way around counterclockwise to right front. Okay, this is another F. Okay, we're going to speed this up to make the video a little quicker and more efficient. It does get rather repetitious. Next is G, left rear corner. We're rocking it back. Okay, go ahead. Next up is H, back middle. This is where a rubber mallet might actually be a good idea. Okay, the other right corner. Now, just like the left side, we have 3 side panel Fs that are going to go in place. I'll just let you set. I don't really have a particular place. Okay, right corner. Right corner. Okay, this concludes the walls. I'd say about 20 minutes is all that took. We'll move on to the headers next. Next up is the front header. The brackets and little vent have already been put in the name of brevity. So just put it on there and it'll slip into some slots. Okay, there's one on the other side here too. This one has you gotta clip this off of here. That's about the only factory flaw we found, and that's not much. 26 rear header, and it's going on with 7 screws. This must be the one that's like the most loaded. Okay, next come the roof trusses. There are 3 of them. Two of them with a shorter engagement bracket. This is the shorter one here. Use bolt MM and nut LL. It's possible to put this piece on backwards, so you want to make sure that these, let's put in this orientation here. So here's one of the completed shorter trusses, and the longer one that's part of the expansion kit. And here's a look at the slots engaged for the engagement brackets to slide into that are molded into the walls. Several of them are short, and then there's one that's really very long. We'll be doing that one first.
It's gonna be so awkward.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm in.
Okay, I'm in the first one.
I'm in the first one too.
Oh, no, not anymore. Come on.
Yeah, I'm in the second one. Attach the long bracket with 10 screws JJ. Don't worry if the holes don't line up on the bottom too much. I found they were off a little bit. Let's go in anyway. Repeat on the other side. These shorter truss brackets take 4 screws. JJ. And repeat on front end truss. Step 29 on the ridge beam. If you had purchased an extension kit, you need to add extension pieces to this ridge beam to get to the proper length of your shed. And putting our finishing touches on our extension bar. You're going to bring this up. Somebody on a ladder. Important, the slot on the ridge beam faces down. You might have to use a little muscle to pull this beam up. He's turning the torque up a little bit.
A little bit more.
Oh yeah. This self-tapping screw takes some torque to drive. You got to get a little leverage on this, put some weight on it. If you didn't think that JJ was strong enough, think again. One's going in by hand. Busted a couple of drill bits off putting this thing in. Okay, next we have to put these braces up. And there's 2 braces for each truss for a total of 6. And slots in these roof panels fit into protrusions on the header. Push them in and slide.
Hold on a minute. Let me go down.
Next, a panel Q will fit into a slot in the truss. Looks like it just sits in a slot. Next comes another Q. Okay, now one more O on the right rear. Okay, remember to fit them into these slots and then push down. That's going to lock it in. Next comes the front left panel N. Same procedure. So next up is panel P. And there are 2 panel Ps. And the final roof panel is N. Now we're supposed to pull down on the outside with one person while the other one on the inside attaches the 4 screws. I think they just want to make sure they're all down. It's down. I don't think this is so important as it is in these middle panels to make sure it's down all the way. So we've got those, so we're going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, all done on the right side. Repeat this process on the left side, starting at the front left, working our way back. So here's the inside view. I'm going to go outside now and pull down on that roof panel.
We're going to be able to use the grill for this.
So we've got basically 12 that are going to go in here. 2, 4, 6. Don't do this one here. That's for another support. And 6 more up here. We're doing these by hand. We want to avoid over torquing them. This is roof support DD. It's going up on the front. These DD supports go across the middle of each panel from front to rear. And then one of them, right here, goes into a truss. This is BB. It's the next one over, and it's being put in with 4 screws. The end ones are going into the trusses, and the middle ones into the roof. So there it goes. It fits into that slot, and then 4 screws. There's the third VV. And then we're going to finish up with another longer one. Is that GG or DD? Okay, that concludes those rails, support rails. All the way around. We're going to station a person outside and put in 3 of these rubber screws. I'm going to go outside first. Push down on the roof. Okay, we're going to push down here now. Okay, go ahead. Okay, we're getting up about 3/4 and putting a little weight on this section. Okay, we're working on the last section. We found pulling down the roof to be somewhat pointless. Now we're facing the temptation of the ice cream treat truck. But we're just going to work right through it. Okay, there's one of these straps up, and then we'll do the other one. Okay, now we're going to install the doors. If you notice, it's gotten dark. We're going to keep working. All right. And LL and KK. And the nut. Get some shadowy effects here. The left door is just the mirror image of the procedure we just followed on the right door.
In the dark.
Oh, lighting, yeah, tricky.
Okay, so here's our washers and screws for those. Decided to go to a drill here.
So this is going to go up like this.
And then this.
And then there's that pushing. Go ahead.
Nope. Okay, we're on the right side.
Again, the right door handle's going to be just the same mirror image of the left. So you can latch this and put a lock on it. Right on this left here, these little shelves. Put these wherever you want.
8 screws.
8 screws go in that one, then there's a couple of them that only take 2 screws.
Are the shelves.
Okay, so you're going to need to go pick up some hardware for fastening this to the concrete floor. And when you get them, they come in like a kit. And the bit's a 1/4 inch longer than the screw, the masonry screw. You're going to need to rent, buy, or borrow a hammer drill if you don't have one. We've already put some masonry screws around the perimeter, but we'll demonstrate on one near the middle next. Go to town, whenever. We're at low speed. And wherever these recesses are, that's where a screw is needed. Just quite a number of them. And we're done, somewhere in the order of 3 or 4 hours of work. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. More useful stuff's on the way.